Okay, guys, so a pretty serious story's obviously flying around YouTube, Instagram, Facebook at the minute. Shawn Rhoden does have a warrant out for his arrest. We've just had reports from TMZ that the bail has been set for $750,000. He has been accused of rape, and from what I can gather, DNA was taken from Shawn. He has he's met with another female bodybuilder, competitive bodybuilder, who described Shawn as a mentor. Went to visit him in a hotel room on October 12th, 2018, while he was visiting Utah from California. And this is all according to the charging documents. The woman told police that Rhoden forced himself on her, sexually assaulted her, despite her trying to push him away, telling him repeatedly to stop. This is what the charges state, allegedly. She said Rhoden stopped and then let her leave when she told him she needed to go downstairs or else any acquaintance waiting in the lobby would know something was up, according to the charges. DNA sample was found on the woman's body matching that of Shawn Rhoden. I presume this was some sort of semen or saliva swabs, whatever. Warrant was issued on Thursday, and I've just found out also on top of that, Shawn Rhoden will not be allowed to be competing at the Mr. Olympia this year. It has been revoked, I think, given the press and the circumstances, and obviously by the time the Olympia comes round, he will neither be proven innocent nor guilty, which, to be honest, I don't really want to speculate and give too much of an opinion on this story because it's very, very sensitive. And obviously this is all alleged, so he's not been proven guilty. Yes, there was DNA found. We don't know if it was actually consensual. I don't want to speculate on behalf of the female either, because if she is a victim of this type of crime, this type of violence, it wouldn't be fair for me to just take Shawn's side just because I'm a bodybuilding fan. This just goes on humans right now. It's nothing to do with bodybuilding at all. Yes, it does have a huge effect on bodybuilding this year. Shawn is out of the Olympia. That's a straight fact now. So it is more than open field. I said it in a previous video, it was open field for the likes of Bonac and Curry before anyway, but now this has just taken it to the... I saw, obviously Nick Strength and Power, RX Muscle, posted this story last night. I was going to post it myself, but we took in a brand new husky last night, so obviously I was pretty tied up with a new dog. But like I say, it's such a shock, and when I first saw the video, I thought, no, this can't be right, can it? And then the only thing I'm speculating over is it was October 12th. So, has this been going on since then? Who knew? Obviously a warrant was issued for his arrest Thursday, and DNA samples have been taken already. So, has he been arrested? This is what I can't understand. If they've already taken DNA samples from her body, was this last year? Has this just been kept undercover for such a long time and no one knew? Are we going to have to start trawling through arrest records to see who's pending convictions? And did Generation Iron know? They've just been filming a documentary with him. Is Shawn and his wife still together? Because obviously, if you put the rape aside for a minute, he's obviously had sex with another female that allegedly... because obviously DNA was found, so it's that's the bit I'm struggling with, and obviously the rape, but it was up for October 12th, and they have DNA from her body, which must have been a recent thing. Around October 12th, they must have had to take those samples then. Was he arrested then? This is what I don't understand. So maybe they had to build up a bit of a case first, and then obviously issue the warrant to get him arrested. Maybe they had to get some sort of case together. I don't know, guys. Obviously everybody's in shock about this. and this is all speculation and this is all alleged, but I'm just really, really, really fucking annoyed that this didn't come out last year. Shawn didn't just make an announcement or, a press release. He could have sat down with me, Nick, RX Muscle, any of us, and just put his story across first, just in case it was, it turns out to be all bullshit. So I don't know, guys. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm supposed to talk about with regards to this story. It's just fucked up. Wow. Never in my wildest dreams would have thought something like this had happened. But at the minute, all we can do is sit back and just see what happens. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go, I'm praying for Shawn, or I'm praying for the lady, because I don't know. I'm so on the fence with this. I am not going to lean either way, because I don't want to put leverage on either side, like I'm taking a side. So I'm just going to sit on the fence. Let's find out what happens and what comes from this, and then I will make my decision. I am not making a decision on Shawn right now. I'm not making a decision on the alleged victim right now. I just want to see how this unfolds. I'm hoping that it's bullshit. But again, with regards to it being a rape, there's a rape victim involved allegedly. I can't just side with one person on this. We need to just sit back. So don't start spamming Shawn's fucking Instagram and saying he's this and that and the other, because we don't know yet. We don't know. It could have been just sex, and we've all seen this type of thing unfold with celebrities, and it just goes on and on and on and on. But I mean, let's have a conversation about it, guys. I mean, I don't want to see we did it in the comments, but what do you think this does for the Olympia this year? I mean, let's just keep it to bodybuilding, because this is all my channel's about, is bodybuilding. It's nothing to do with crimes and etc. But obviously the conversation does need to be had now. It does need to be had. It's brought something big into our sport. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen within our sport, but the problems we're going to face now as a community is, are bodybuilders aggressive? Do bodybuilders force themselves onto women and strong arm them and manipulate, etc.? And I'm not saying Shawn's doing any of that, but it's the quintessential conversation when it comes to steroids. This kind of topic is brought up over and over and over again, and the bullshit with regards to aggression when on steroids. I've been on steroids myself for years and years and years, and I hate to say it, but I think the whole anger and aggression side with regards to steroids is just complete and utter fabricated bullshit. It genuinely is. But I mean, what do you guys think? Honestly, comment anything. I mean, give me some topics to. I'm so just dumbfounded by this whole thing. I don't know. Like, my trail of thought is just gone. I mean, obviously I needed to make a video on it just to inform you guys. Probably most of you already know by now, and I am late coming through with this video, which is fine. I'm not jumping on just for the views, because that's what a lot of the other channels did. I literally took my pup out, went bed, woke up, read through a lot, and I knew more statuses that had come out and statements, and then just thought I'd just let you guys know. So, do you think Shawn will ever be at a Mr. Olympia again? Do you think maybe his title will be stripped from him? Maybe Phil Heath will be 8-time Mr. Olympia again? I don't know. I don't even know if that's a thing. Do they strip people of titles? Maybe if he's found convicted and guilty of, does this mean that Phil Heath is an 8-time champion? I'm just dumbfounded by it, guys. Honestly, really, really dumbfounded. Like I say, I am sitting on the fence, so don't try and pin me down to each side. It is still alleged because he's not been convicted. Just because somebody's been charged with a crime normally means so in the UK, for example, the Crown Prosecution Service just means they have enough of what they think is evidence to go to a trial. And don't forget, they don't normally push for a trial unless they think they're going to win. But the problem with things like this is it's a he said, she said situation. Yes, there's DNA, but we don't know if they were just having sex, they just met up, it was just a one-off hookup. We don't know. So please, please, please do not sit there speculating or commenting because we don't know. Let me know what you think. I've been Williams Fitness. You've been you. Peace.